This ain't even a real frog, and that thing camouflages.
I like the first time he's like, oh, okay. Wait, where? Like, I'll just pretend because everyone else seems to see it.
It's official. Eddie's the dumbest one of the group.
I've been the dumbest one since I came out the womb.
Oh my god.
Alright, anyways.
But I'm here now.
Anyways, guys, welcome to our third episode. We're going to be talking about Marvel versus DC today, in all aspects, TV, movies, games, and comics. And then also we're going to go over, the X-Men coming to the MCU, how we feel about that, and then also, and also we're going to talk about politics in DC and Marvel right now. Chill. But before we get to that, let's do a little recap of last week's debate.
I'm drunk off a Golden Peak iced tea.
Yeah, you're drunk off of sugar, dude. That's
You sure that's
really
not
sad.
Long Island iced tea?
You sure it's not Long Island over there?
It's a freaking mountain. It says gold under it.
Oh my
I don't
gosh.
know, man.
But anyways, how'd you guys feel about that debate last week? The Trump and Biden debate.
Oh, it was great. It was like watching your sisters argue each other.
Hey,
That was an
my son is
involuntary
not a loser.
yes, he is. He's the biggest loser as
I've
of
ever
all.
seen China.
Wait, Chris, what were we?
I am way better than him. Shut up, Joe. Shut your mouth. No. You shut up. No. Quiet, Joe. Let me talk, Joe.
No, he was like,
Yo, Wallace, screw you, dude. Screw you. Like, that's literally all.
why don't you just shut up, man?
Please.
Dude, I thought Joe was actually like high off of like marijuana or something during that because the way he talked, I was just like, there's no way this is how he talks.
Honestly,
he was smiling the whole time. Listen to this
That's
guy.
the exact same thing that Hurley did. Whenever
Even
Trump would
when he
just
was
call
offended.
her out on whatever BS that she did in the past, she would always go,
You'd be in jail. But Trump's
man.
gonna put Biden in jail next. Even though he never put Hillary in jail.
okay, the first forced thing happens.
When it awakens?
Yeah. The second that Jeffrey Epstein happens to him, he's gonna break like a sack of dust that he is.
Who, Joe Biden?
Because he's so old, yes.
Yeah.
But dude, it was great. I love that debate. It was so annoying at the same time though, but it was great. I mean, here's what I saw. Trump just proved that he's pretty much the alpha, as he always is, and Trump is a beta male.
You mean
in
Biden.
China. What?
Biden's a beta.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
My bad. Yeah. Because
Did you say Trump's an alpha and Trump's a beta?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, Trump's both, I guess.
I mean, yeah.
that would
Look,
be a debate.
I mean, look. Trump was a bombastic asshole, like he always is. But I love that anyway. So it's just nice to watch my people being represented. In
Go Wakanda.
Sheesh, okay. Honestly, though, the debate was definitely pretty disappointing. I did feel like, though, the questions were more left-leaning. Do you guys feel like that, too?
I mean, it's Chris Wallace.
Yeah, I know. But, I definitely did feel like this debate was heavily left.
Definitely biased, yeah.
And I thought it was funny how everyone was saying on
Trump
social media that Trump
lost the debate.
Well, everyone on social media was saying Trump kept interrupting Chris and Biden. I'm
Yeah,
like,
he's
yeah,
right.
but Chris was interrupting Trump. Trump couldn't finish the sentence
First
without
of all,
Chris going, but. I was just
cares?
like, yo, Chris,
Who
chill.
cares?
Let the guy answer the question.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares? And plus, on top of that,
Although
that's just Trump. He's been doing that forever.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not going to change.
Exactly.
That's not going to change. He's old too. You really think he has patience to listen to some old fart who's even slower than he is? No, he's gonna shut him up.
Honestly, I just thought it was. I thought it was funny how he kept asking the white supremacy question, even though Trump has answered that many times. And
I mean, okay, look. Here's where I'll give the left props on this is that he didn't really come out against David Duke during the election process.
well, yeah, but he did during his presidency.
And before that, all the way back from 2000. 2000.
Yeah, I just think it's funny that they keep asking the same question.
Yeah, and then
he
I'm
keeps answering.
trying to forget. Did I send you the meme of well, it's not even a meme. It was just two screenshots of Jim Acosta's Twitter where it was of this year saying Trump has failed to denounce white supremacy, and then 2 years ago
it said he has finally denounced white supremacy,
and then 2 years ago
in
he's
2017, 3 years ago,
and then he's like, Trump denounced white supremacy and for Charlotte's riots or whatever.
Yeah, for the Charlottesville riots. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So this
is CNN.
Same reporter tweeted twice the same thing 3 years later.
Jim Acosta's a stupid
he tweeted one thing in 2017, tweeted the same exact thing 2 years later, or
in
3 years
contradiction
later,
to it,
but was saying like, he finally did it, even though the guy literally tweeted out 3 years ago that he did it. So, what?
Yeah.
I don't know, but
contradictions all around.
The social media, yeah, but like the media as well, just contradictory all around right now. Anyways, like this whole 2020 in general, just.
Well, I mean, 2020 is also when the election happened, so everything is a big deal.
True.
Trump farts. That's going to be talking about how uncleanliness he is, and how he shouldn't be the one that's treating the virus because he farted so loud.
Speaking of that, Trump, for all those that don't know, I'm sure everyone knows by now, but
Trump got COVID.
Yeah, Trump got COVID, and to all those wishing that he was dead, shame on you people. Like, don't ever wish that on anybody.
At least now we know where
I don't
you
know
are.
why you would wish that.
Same thing to Joe Biden.
These are the same people that are saying we need to peacefully come together.
Mm-hmm.
These are the same exact people who say we peacefully need to come together and get over our differences or whatever.
Also,
so much for the tolerant left, right?
Yeah. Remember how I gave you that theory of how Trump may have gotten COVID yesterday?
Oh yeah.
I want to tell you how I think Trump might have gotten COVID.
Interesting.
Because so it was I read this article on The Hill, and it was about Chris Wallace saying how Trump got here late, so we delayed the testing, and then eventually we just didn't do any testing for COVID.
That's all Chris.
Nobody. No, he does not talk like that. Nobody during that debate, including the people in the back, they didn't get any testing for COVID. Some of them were social distancing. Some of them didn't have masks on.
Okay.
I don't know if there's an updated story to this. I just read this thing yesterday. But so basically Trump got to the debate stage or whatever late, and Chris Wallace was like, well, I can't give him a COVID test now because he's late. And so Joe Biden didn't get a test, and Trump didn't get a test, and everybody else didn't get a test. So poorly handled on Chris Wallace's part. Now, I think that's a possibility of how he got COVID, but also it could have been that that thing that he did, that recent rally they did for the new the replacement for the old lady that
Ruth Justice.
Thank you. I keep on forgetting her name.
Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
Yeah. I mean, no disrespect. I just, for some reason, I just can't remember her name.
That's fine. Yeah.
I honestly, like I told you last time, I did not even know she passed.
Yeah. Dang. I mean,
I didn't know who she was. I just knew her name because of a comedy show.
Oh my gosh!
When I looked at,
I want to get rid of it.
No, just keep it in there. I remember the first time I saw her, I was like, "Oh, she's a cute old lady. She looks like an old lady that can be in Ratatouille."
Ratatouille?
Yeah.
Ratatouille. It's Ratatouille.
There's an L.
No, yeah, but it's Italian, so they say tui.
No, it's French.
It's Ratatouille.
That's French. You're right. I'm stupid. Is it 2i?
It's 2i.
No, it's Ratatouille.
It's Ratatouille.
No, it's Ratatouille.
It's
Ratatouille.
We don't know how to pronounce Ratatouille, Tui, Tuli. We don't know how to say it.
Okay.
So you guys give us help in the comments.
You guys are so stupid.
I just thought it would be fun for them to answer it, because apparently we're all stupid and don't know how to say it.
Ratatouille. That's how you spell it. Ratatouille.
Is it?
Okay,
but you said Tuli.
But yeah, because I thought you had to spell it, but it's just
okay. But when you say it, it sounds Ratatouille.
Do Ratatouille and then do Ratatouille and then the voice.
Hang on.
Voice text thing. Like make Siri say it. I want to hear how Siri says it.
Hey Siri, Ratatouille.
Here's Ratatouille.
There you go.
Ratatouille.
Alexa, how do you say Ratatouille?
We don't have Alexa.
Damn it. Call my bluff.
Hey Google. How do you say Ratatouille?
That's pronounced Ratatouille.
Ha.
2 for 1.
Now say Ratatouille.
Oh my god.
Hey Google. How do you say Ratatouille?
It doesn't exist.
That's pronounced Ratatouille.
No, see, that's not true. They're lying, man. They're brainwashing y'all.
That's so
Get
funny.
your head out of your false truth ass.
The only way to really know, and for everyone listening,
Is to ask
actually
Pixar themselves.
watch the movie. Or yeah, what?
Yes,
ask
they
Pixar.
said Ratatouille. They never said Ratatouille. The hell? They never said Ratatouille.
Anyways,
It's an Easter egg. I guarantee you.
This ain't Call of Duty Zombies, dude.
It's an Easter egg. It's
There
a
is
movie.
no
Oh
Easter
my
egg.
gosh. Anyways,
It's
so
a stupid conversation
again for the whole
about a rat movie.
for the whole Trump thing,
Dude, the food wasn't even that good.
just prayers for Trump and his whole family right now. You guys are fine. Just prayers for the whole family right now. 'Cause as of right now, Trump's the only one that has been diagnosed with COVID.
I'm sorry.
Y'all are stupid.
Michael's funny.
But anyways, yeah. So just prayers up for Donald Trump and his family. As of right now, I think Trump's the only one diagnosed with COVID.
Yeah, so far
Yeah.
Trump's he
But,
came out with this thing on Instagram and Twitter that's saying that he's better now.
Yeah.
He's not fully better, but
And
he's
there's
recovered.
other people in the world that have COVID as well. It's not just Trump.
Right,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's Donald Trump.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, Bailey was saying that it was just Trump with COVID.
No, I'm just saying him or his family. Like, is he the only one in his family who has COVID? That's what I meant.
I
Yeah.
think it might be Melania as well. I might have to do some more reading.
Anyways.
I don't know.
Wait, Melania has Trump?
Oh my gosh.
I mean, good.
You mean Trump has Melania? Yes.
Anyways. Yeah, so prayers up for them, and if you're wishing death upon him, dude, like
if you're wishing death upon him.
no, there are people on social media saying I hope he dies from it.
I mean, it is Halloween. It's it's satanic month.
Oh, yeah.
Ritual time.
Dude,
Ritual time.
If he dies
Do as I
now,
say.
if he dies now, he'll just come back and haunt America, dude. You don't want that. He'll just like China. Go over to
China, and then like another world fire starts.
Dude, what if this was like the nicest version of Trump?
Church.
What? Him
Like,
being
what we're
him
seeing
being
now.
quarantined?
This is like the angel version of Trump.
What? Just
Angel
a
version.
sterilized, like laying in the bed Trump?
Yeah, what if the next 4 years he's like, okay, everyone's pissed me off now. It's time for ritual version of Trump.
Ritual. We're gonna summon a demon. So on to our actual topic. So let's just talk about X-Men coming to the MCU first, because that's pretty easy.
X-Men Origins, Wolverine. Yeah,
I mean-
good movie.
I mean, how do you guys feel about the X-Men
Well, I
coming
actually
to
have,
the
I
MCU?
actually have a question specifically about X-Men, and it's
Mhm.
kind of broad. Like, when you first hear X-Men, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
Porn.
Wolverine.
That's
What?
probably a different segment, but I was going to say
Sorry, I
the
should have
same
said
thing.
triple X-Men.
I feel like that's a true story. But that's actually the first thing that comes to my mind as well.
Mhm.
Is because as soon as I think X-Men, the only thing I think of is Wolverine.
And Deadpool.
Yeah.
You used to think of Deadpool.
Well,
Well, Deadpool's not really X-Men.
I was going to say
X-Force.
He's kind of like
X-Force,
a,
yeah. He's like his own thing.
But no, as far as X-Men go, it's kind of like Wolverine is like the what would you call it? Like the basis
The
of
face.
the whole thing. Yeah,
The face.
Well, you can take the movies for that, bro.
Yeah,
That's the-
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
the comics, yeah, sure, but I think
There's like
Wolverine
more-
was almost equally liked, but I think a little bit more liked than other characters were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well,
Yeah.
Professor X, is another name that people usually think of when they hear X-Men
Mhm.
or Magneto
True.
or like Dark Phoenix or something. Jean Grey, whatever.
Mhm.
But Cyclops.
Sansa from Games of Thrones. Yeah.
Sansa. Why'd you wait? So what was the?
So, my point to that was, I mean, going on to another question, do you think, because it's kind of obvious, even though DCU is meh
Mhm.
compared to Marvel, like I would rank X-Men third, and as far as universe,
Okay.
I thought you meant
You
X Men Last
So,
Stand.
like-
about
so,
to
like-
say.
Are you saying like MCU, DC, EU, and then X-Men?
right?
Okay.
Yeah, but like my point is, do you think the reason, of course, you guys have your own rankings, I'm sure, but do you think that the reason the X-Men universe has kind of done so poorly is because there wasn't more not creature character
Mhm.
different character
Like
movies?
connections.
Well, like a Beast Boy movie.
Oh,
That-
yeah,
yeah,
individual
You
movies.
Yeah,
got into
individual.
Teen Titans territory. You
Well,
said Beast Boy.
Well, I couldn't think of any like off the
Oh,
top of my
you
head,
mean
but-
you mean the blue guy,
Like, for
Nightcrawler?
example-
Nightcrawler, yeah.
For example,
They could have made that movie.
For example,
Yeah,
in the Marvel, how they
Gambit? They
did, how
could've
they
made
did a Thor movie, they did Captain America, then they
Yeah.
ultimately did Avengers,
Yeah.
and then kept on going.
Well,
Yeah.
Like in X-Men, they kind of did Wolverine.
Wolverine, Deadpool,
Yeah.
Wolverine,
Deadpool.
Like
Deadpool
they,
2.
they didn't really do any of the. I mean, I'm not huge in X-Men, so I don't know all the characters, but like Magneto,
Yeah.
Yeah.
they didn't really do like a branch of how Magneto came to be.
I mean, they sort
mean,
of did with
it's-
X-Men First Class.
Yeah.
You watched that movie.
Well,
First Class was kind of an origin for Professor X, and
It was an X-Men Origins for all X-Men.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah.
But it was mainly a it was mainly a Magneto story. My God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I do think the X-Men movies could have been so much better.
I mean, they were the first two.
well, the
they
first two were
great,
good,
and
but
then,
like them three was like, eh.
well, different director, different writing. So yeah.
Yeah, but and then you had Origins. Oof.
The game was incredible. I don't know if you guys ever played the X-Men Origins Wolverine game, dude.
Yeah,
that
it was
game,
kind of.
no, you never played that game,
I did. It was,
dude. It slapped.
Nah.
That was one of the
The
that was
gameplay was kind of choppy. It ruined it for me.
eh.
As someone who likes superhero games, that game was too choppy compared to Arkham and Spider-Man.
That's fair, but given it's a movie licensed game, that's probably one of the best, if not the best, movie licensed game ever freaking made.
Spider-Man 2. Pretty darn good on the GameCube. It was fire. Yes. The pizza delivery thing was the best thing about that game.
Oh, screw that
Do you remember when he would fly around? Do you remember just swing around and deliver pizzas and Tobey Maguire's voice would come in pizza delivery?
The only
Oh my
the
God.
first Spider-Man game I
So
ever played.
cringe.
The first Spider-Man game I ever played was on the freaking Wii, and it was Spider-Man 3.
Oh, that one was not that
Dude.
good though.
I want to die. I can tell you how many times I sweat. All my freaking sweat was on that controller. It was
Pizza
disgusting.
delivery.
I died so many times in that game. I thought that thing was bugged to hell.
Well,
Man. But yeah.
But yeah, X-Men Origins Wolverine. Best game made by a movie, best movie licensed game, hands down, was that game. It still
Okay.
is.
Your opinion is not always right.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Anyways,
Fine.
but yeah, I mean, yeah, you had Origins, and then we got First Class, and then the Wolverine, 2 solid movies.
They weren't solid. They were above solid. The
No.
Wolverine was okay if you watch the rated X version.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Not like they were both solid. Like if you compare it to like MCU stuff, like
Oh, I think they slapped.
I
the
think
recent
Days of
X-Men.
Future Past was the highlight of the X-Men
Oh,
universe.
dude. Yeah, 100%.
That was
True.
hands down.
You got Peter Dinklebot in there. Like, that was great.
You had the return of what was the director's name? Brian.
Brian,
Brian
I'm about to say Brian Stelter.
I was gonna say Bryan Cranston.
Walter White.
Say my name.
Say my name. I think his name was what was his name, dude?
Just put in X-Men, dude.
Wait, Brian Flanagan?
No.
Michael Flanagan.
Oh, yeah, Michael Flanagan.
I think his name. Oh crap! What was it? Here it is. Bryan Singer. That was his name. Okay, Bryan Singer. He was the guy that made the first 2 X-Men.
The hero of American Idol. Something like that.
He made the first 2 X-Men movies and then came back for the Days of Future Past movie, and it was like
It was perfect.
it was perfect.
Sorry, not perfect. It was just really freaking
Yeah,
good.
it was just oh my gosh. So
It was nice to see Jennifer Lawrence's
Yeah, and
body
then-
again. In a suit.
and then and then after that I think was Apocalypse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or I think was it Deadpool first and then Apocalypse?
Whatever. Either way, we had the next X-Men movie was Apocalypse.
Yeah.
Okay. And
And
it was
Apocalypse
not that
was, and that was Bryan Singer as well. So we don't know what happened there. Bryan Singer kind of just was like, "I hate this. I'm done."
good. Wait, did Fox pretty much force him to make another movie?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Like they're like, "Hey, you have to make the sequel," and he was like, "I don't know what to do for it, so we're just gonna."
I'm
make it."
gonna cast a guy who's 5'2", and he's gonna talk about how he's gonna ruin the world for everybody.
That's Oscar Isaac as Apocalypse, by the way. But seriously though, like Deadpool, Days of Future Past, and Logan, I think were the highlights of the X-Men universe
Mm-hmm.
because like Logan was a solid ending to like Wolverine's story. It was actually more than solid. It was by far. I think it was like the Marvels, not MCU's, but like Marvel's Dark Knight. Like it like stood out as like a very dark, gritty movie, and it also
And also, Wolverine was pretty much the Batman Begins.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah.
it it was what Marvel needed. You know, they needed a darker, grittier story.
Marvel.
Yeah.
Marvel, not MCU, but like Marvel
Yeah.
in general.
You should say
Just-
21st Century Fox
Okay,
at the
yes,
time.
yes, you're right. And then and then you had Deadpool 2, which was a good sequel, but still not as good as the original.
No,
the original
but the soundtrack
so
was killer in
good.
Deadpool 2.
Yeah.
The
The
original
soundtrack was killer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, French Montana's
So, was it Welcome to the Party?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With Little Pump when he was popular. Oh my god, that
Who's that?
Little Pump.
Who's that?
That's okay. Never mind.
That's the joke.
That's what I call my dick.
Oh, interesting.
Little Pump. You know,
It's
that's
microscopic.
I'm sure that's what my mom calls her breast pump. Little Pump.
So when I need a little extra help, I'll just pour in a little nos.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Ew.
That's for Fast and Furious, buddy.
Disgusting.
Why do you think Paul Walker's?
I'm doing this for family.
I guess Paul saw Panini on his way around.
But yeah, so how do you guys feel about the X-Men coming to the MCU after their run at 20th Century Fox?
Initially, I thought it was a good thing, and now I don't think it's a good thing anymore.
Why's that?
Because Disney is Disney, and 21st Century just started to grow some balls. And
True.
now they're being castrated, and having those balls thrown into a safe that Disney made for 21st Century's balls. So now, yeah, I think the movies are not going to be as good.
It's 20th century, by the way, not 21st.
Whatever, same.
But so you think Disney's going to ruin it?
Slightly.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to be the same.
I mean,
I
think we have some pretty solid evidence of that with Dark Phoenix and the New Mutants, because I'm pretty sure Disney ruined both of those movies.
Mm-hmm. I
Just saying.
It sounds like a financial aid, or financial help situation.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not much left to do in Marvel.
Mhm.
And
I mean, there's plenty to do. They just
there's
want to
plenty
keep
to
it
do,
niche.
but they're not really doing anything.
Yeah.
Because they don't.
Then all of a sudden, there's this whole X-Men coming to the Marvel thing
universe,
possibility,
Yeah.
and
which would be cool, but
Yeah.
they're going to PG-13ify the X-Men, which are pretty much
Exactly.
mostly rated R.
exactly.
Yeah, and they were.
And then with that,
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like even if they didn't do the whole PG thing,
Mm-hmm.
like you mentioned earlier, the whole Dark Knight
Sure.
situation of X-Men,
Yeah.
and if they brought that over to the Marvel side, I think that would actually be pretty cool.
Like a
But if
darker MCU.
Yeah, but if you think about it, I mean,
Yeah.
and this is partial question wise as well.
Mm.
I mean, why can't if they did like a Dark Knight version
Mhm.
of on the X-Men side, not like literally Dark Knight,
Sure.
but why can't they stick to X-Men and do it on that side?
You mean like just keep the X-Men separated? And
Right.
No.
I mean,
that could work. That could work, actually.
But
Yeah, I mean,
now that I think about it, I feel like like you said earlier,
Mhm.
the only Dark Knight thing that was in X-Men was Wolverine.
honestly,
Like,
that
that's pretty much
like
gone.
Logan.
that makes
Yeah.
sense, though, because it's just like with Watchmen. I mean, like, the real Watchmen versus, like, Batman and all your Justice League.
You're talking about the Watchmen movie, right?
Sure, but I just mean Watchmen as a comic.
Oh, okay. It's the comic movie. Okay.
And then you have Batman and you have
Yeah.
all those other DC characters, like just like how Michael. I see what he's saying. Yeah, because
Yeah.
if they did branch those two together, it would be freaking cool.
Mhm.
I mean, they did animated movies. I don't know if you ever watched Batman versus Owlman, but that was cool.
Owl Man.
Legit, that's his freaking
Isn't it
name.
Court of Owls?
Yeah.
Oh,
Ironically, no.
it's
But
not
that
Court
would
of
that
Owls?
would no. But that would have been a really cool twist, though.
True.
That would have been a really cool twist.
But how do you feel about the X-Men coming to the MCU? Are you like
No,
wanting
I mean,
that or?
I feel like it would happen. I mean, honestly, my biggest thing is it's never gonna happen.
Mhm.
Not that the whole Deadpool and Wolverine situation.
No, that will happen.
No, it's
Well, I
No,
think
that would
I think
happen.
what he's going for is like Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman.
yeah.
Yeah.
Unless Hugh gets paid a shit.
I don't think Hugh Jackman's
Unless he gets
coming
paid a
back.
lot of money.
I don't think he's coming
Yeah.
back
Well,
because of
he's-
his cancer.
oh, he has cancer?
I mean, he had cancer and that's why he stopped. So we're not sure. I think that kind of pretty much stops him from wanting to be Wolverine, though.
and probably acting in general.
Well, he's still acting, but like
Okay,
it's
so-
minor roles.
Okay, well, his cancer's
like-
fake then.
minor stuff. No, like he recovered. He's fine, but like
Right.
I don't like we're not sure if it'll come back or not.
Mhm.
So like he doesn't want to waste 10 more years playing the same character. He wants to do other things.
How old is he again?
He's like in his 50s, late 50s.
He's got Keanu Reeves disease. He'll be fine. He looks young still. He'll be fine. He's got another 10 years on him.
But
before he
anyways,
farts
what
and
were you
dies.
saying?
Yeah, so as far as X-Men going to DC,
Mhm.
or Marvel, that would have been interesting.
Wolverine versus Batman. Let's go.
All those screen attack movies would have been real.
But no, as far as X-Men going to Marvel,
Mhm.
I mean, it would be interesting to see that. I don't know that many X-Men characters,
Mhm.
but out of the ones I do know, it would be really interesting to see some of them collide with some of the Marvel characters.
Mhm. To see the
And,
dynamic.
Yeah, seeing some of the movies, but at the same time, I think that's why they were separated in the first place.
Yeah.
Is
X-Men
because-
was to be more of a rated R, like.
yeah, well, and not so much just a rating, just some of the abilities that the different characters have.
Mhm.
But yeah, like you said, like mostly the rating too.
Mhm.
So I mean, it would be weird though. At the same time, X-Men going from how they acted, such in a how would you put it, like a Ryan Reynolds acting way.
Mm-hmm.
Such
Like darker humor?
blunt, dark humor wise, and going to the Disney side and
Everything's light and happy and there's frillies and frou-frous.
Yeah. Like the Teletubby.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you're watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can.
They just say S every now and then.
Yeah, no, I kind of agree. I think the X-Men going to the MCU. While it might be cool seeing the X-Men team up with like Spider-Man and and the Fantastic Four coming into the MCU.
Fant Four Stick is a hell no from me.
Okay,
We're doing that thing. Way too
not
many
the
times.
not the new movie. Okay,
No, all of them.
I'm just talking about Fantastic Four in general. If just bringing them into the MCU, I think it would be more proper because they kind of feel off when it's just them.
Fant Four Stick. No.
Fantastic Four teamed up with Captain America is a great. And Spider-Man teaming up with the Fantastic Four, that's fun.
The only thing funny that would come out of Fantastic Four would be the irony inside the movie because of Chris Evans being in the Fantastic Four.
Oh yeah, true. There'd be two versions of him.
Yeah. Well, obviously they would.
Well, I mean, they've already changed. They've already changed the new Johnny. I'm about to call him Johnny Blaze from Ghost Rider, but Johnny Storm. They changed it to Michael B. Jordan anyway.
True.
So then Killmonger versus got another Killmonger. That'll be fun.
Well, and then there is they're trying to get Nicolas Cage to come back as Ghost Rider.
Oh, actually, honestly,
that might actually be funny.
Honestly, look, I don't like Gary. I did not like.
Could you imagine Nicolas Cage as Ghost Rider in the MCU just coming in and being like, "Where's my bike?"
Wait, but that doesn't even make sense. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, that movie was like. When I watched that movie with him, like most of it happened at night because every time the sun would come up, like his ability would,
basically, technically speaking, he's useless. But if you ever watched,
he would only be able to fight at night.
Yeah,
or underground.
He's basically Night Watch.
However, there's no sun.
now, to be fair,
turn the lights off, guys. Come on.
If you ever watched the second Ghost Rider movie, Spirit of Vengeance,
stole my bike?
If you ever watch. My God.
I'm just going to say that randomly throughout the podcast.
You're going to die every minute.
So many dislikes.
Michael, if you ever watched, and Bailey, if you ever watched the second Ghost Rider movie, Spirit of Vengeance, which was like, it was straight ass cheap.
That was
horrible.
It was garbage.
But Ghost Rider looked cool as hell.
Dude, I thought Punisher was bad, like the movie, and then I saw Ghost Rider. Spirit of Vengeance.
Which one? They were actually all pretty decent.
All the Punishers.
Yeah.
All the Punishers?
If you compare them to
I'm saying all the Punishers.
Yeah.
Like I watched all of those, and then I saw that, and I was like, "Ooh, the Punishers look really good compared to this garbage."
But dude, in the second Ghost Rider movie, dude, the Ghost Rider in that movie looked badass.
Oh yeah,
he looked
100%.
freaking cool. His bike was in.
Where's my bike?
Did that actually happen? Though?
Yes.
When?
It was I think it was the lead scene in the first one.
In the first
movie, or behind the scene thing, they cut it out.
I don't think it was in the first one. I mean, it could have been the lead scene, but I don't remember that being the first one.
I don't remember. I remember it was in one of them, and I think it was the lead scene, and it was like one of those things that they like added in the extras in the DVD bundle or whatever. Because I saw it, I was like, that was so cringe.
Because nobody would.
But it's Nicolas Cage, so it's like
everything he does works. So it's like whatever. It's whatever.
Someone else I forgot. Ben Affleck. Remember he was Daredevil.
Oh God. Batman.
Yikes. I mean, he was a better Batman, not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, he was a cool Batman. He was freaking huge.
He was a big Batman, dude.
Big boy.
He was,
He was a thick Batman.
He was a cringe Daredevil.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Yeah, he's not a good Daredevil.
Look, he wasn't in his prime. He's in his prime now. Okay, he's grandpa-ing up, and he's got his own Talia O'Ghul. What's her name? Emma.
Anna de Armas.
Man, that was way. Day Chanel. Is that a makeup brand?
No, that's the actual name.
Day Chanel.
Yeah,
Chanel.
No, like
that's lotion.
No, it's
right?
an actual last name.
Chanel?
No, like Emma Chanel.
They making her sound like Dave Chappelle.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, that's an actual.
You're talking about Dave Chappelle?
No, Dave Chanel.
I literally heard
Dave Chanel.
Dave Chanel. Dave Chappelle.
I'm telling you, dude.
I don't know who this is. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna look that up and show you.
Anyways.
All right. In the meantime, we're gonna be talking over you, Michael. We're gonna be talking over your search history.
But
I gotta delete it first.
But yeah. So real quick, just before we move on, I will say that I do think like the X-Men being involved with other characters from Marvel will be fun to see. But X-Men in general, like, I do kind of feel
That's Zoe.
Look at the last name.
Zoe
Yeah.
Deschanel.
Yes,
Oh.
that's the wrong chick, bro.
Yeah, I was saying that was the real last name. For those of you listening, it's Zoe Deschanel. So I was right.
Okay, Boomer, calm down.
Anyways,
Freaking millennials.
anyways,
I'm even worse. I'm Gen Z.
so
Okay.
the like the X-Men, I feel like them being apart from the MCU was better because like the direction Fox was taking the X-Men, like a darker, grittier side of Marvel that we want to see. Like the adults, like older comic book fans want to see, or older people who like adult superhero films, like like Logan, stuff like that, and Deadpool. Like we wanted to see more of that, and I'm afraid because Disney now owns the rights to the X-Men, we're not going to see a lot of that now. They did say Deadpool's going to stay rated R, or whatever.
And Disney made Mulan.
Yeah, true. They did say
And Aladdin.
okay.
And The Lion.
We get it. Don't talk about those. Those don't exist. They never happened.
The Jungle Book was pretty good.
Okay, Jungle Book was the only good one. That's real. But no, but seriously though, like they did say Deadpool was going to stay rated R, but like how rated R does that mean?
It's rated R, bro. Are you trying to say there's less Fs? There's less gore
less
in
F's
the game?
given,
Fair enough. No, I think you mean
more F's.
with them. Yes. Bruh, he's on my level right now. Yeah,
no, but
more F's given because it's Disney.
No, I do think Disney's gonna tone down Deadpool a lot because they're like, we don't want him to offend anyone.
It's freaking Deadpool.
And like, I know, like, dude, Ryan Reynolds is Ryan Reynolds. Okay, like he doesn't intentionally want to offend anyone. It's just
he's freaking Canadian. Like, how soft can you get?
And, yeah, exactly. Like, he's not intentionally offending people. He's just like that's his humor.
Also, who cares?
Like,
who cares?
I'm just saying, man.
Well,
like,
technically, isn't he American? Because he didn't establish citizenship here.
well, he's a dual citizen.
A dwarf. I'm about to say dwarf.
Dwarf. He's a dwarf citizen.
I'm a dwarf.
Dwarf citizen.
Dwarf.
But anyways, so yeah, X-Men in the MCU. Let us know what you guys think. Are you excited? Are you disappointed? Are you not looking forward to the X-Men coming in? Are you looking forward to specific X-Men coming in?
Are you hungry?
What actors would you like to see play these characters? Like, how would you guys feel if Keanu Reeves played Wolverine?
That was so random.
That was thrown up in the air a couple of times.
Oh yeah, this would be him. Yeah, I'm back, bub.
I'm thinking I'm back,
dude.
bub.
Keanu is just too chill for that.
Yeah,
and
he's too nice. He's too friendly, dude. He's a cool John Wick because he doesn't have to show emotion. He's John Wick.
And it just seems like he sleeps half the time now. He seems tired whenever he moves now. I'm not shitting on him. I love Keanu, but dude, like whenever he moves, like especially in the new John Wick movie, it looks like he's got arthritis every time he threw a knife.
Hey man, he's getting old, so you got it.
Especially when he runs too.
Hopefully, John Wick 4 is the last one.
What kind of guy walks like this?
Apparently, they're coming out with another Matrix.
Yeah, Matrix 4.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that.
No, thank you. And you ever see Keanu Reeves in the new Bill and Ted movie? How he had no facial hair?
It looks so scary. I'm not used to seeing Keanu with no hair now.
He honestly
so now it's just like
he looked more like a Shroom than he did with the stuff.
But I will admit though, the movie was hilarious.
Oh yeah, it was great. It was fun.
It was like an 8 out of 10. It was,
for a Bill and Ted movie.
Yeah,
I gotcha.
Just out of curiosity, have you ever given anything a 10 out of 10?
Yes, actually.
I mean, 10 out of 10 doesn't mean perfect.
Aside from Edward's mom.
Besides Eddie's mom, gave Dark Knight a 10 out of 10. and Shawshank
Wait,
Redemption.
one?
No, The Dark Knight, not Batman Begins. Just The Dark Knight.
Just the Dark Knight, bro.
I thought there was Dark Knight.
There was
Dark Knight.
Batman
There's Dark Knight
Begins.
Rises.
Batman
Dark Knight
Begins.
Rises.
Batman Begins with Ra's al Ghul, The Dark Knight, and then The Dark Knight Rises. No, Dark Knight Rises.
Oh, Rises.
That's
Yeah.
Batman Returns.
No,
He makes it two. He makes it two Batmans together.
No, I gave Shawshank Redemption a 10 out of 10. Dark Knight a 10 out of 10.
The Town.
I did not give The Town a 10 out of 10.
You should die in hell.
But I gave Raiders of the Lost Ark a 10 out of 10. I love that movie. That's one of my favorite movies of all time.
My favorite movie is Watchmen. I love trash movies.
Oh, I gave Return all three Lord of the Ring movies 10 out of 10. That's phenomenal. Best
I will
trilogy I've
agree
ever
with
seen.
Why are you sound like Chewbacca?
Oh, that was terrible.
That's
I
you,
can't do
that's you
Chewbacca.
taking it. It's like you're gargling like Lysol. Are you gargling?
I'm like the retarded Chewbacca.
It was like.
Anyways. Oh my gosh.
Do it
Okay.
one more time.
So.
Alright, do it again. I can try it. Hey, no, try it again so I can see.
You can't even do it anymore, dude.
Wait, do it again.
I can't do it.
I can't.
You sound like a possessed Chewbacca.
I think I did it that
If
time.
Han Solo like did like this demon ritual thing, some 6-6 ritual
time. Ritual time.
I used to like that
Time to
penguin.
summon,
I used to like that penguin from The Last Jedi.
time to summon Chewbacca.
What are they called,
Time to
porg?
summon Demon
Yeah, you
Chewbacca.
sound like that porg from The Last Jedi.
Anyways.
Oh God.
So on to the main segment.
You sound like
Of
Caesar
this
from
video.
Planet of the Apes whenever he says go. You're like go.
Goal! It sounds like the
Goal!
it sounds like the soccer announcer doing goal.
Oh, go! Scott Sterling. God, that's so old.
Oh, the Scott Sterling video?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Anyway, so
Gonna win the match.
And they're coming out with Scott Sterling!
It's like a bird now.
anyways, so X-Men or sorry, Marvel versus DC.
We're freaking children, bro.
We are.
Yeah.
But I'll start us off for this segment. So, when looking at Marvel and DC, I'm gonna have to say so basically this is how we're gonna do it. We're gonna look at who does better in each area. The 4 areas we're gonna look at are comics, video games, TV shows, and movies. So
lesbian right there.
so for what?
What?
For the movies, obviously nice. That was a 9 out of 10.
You just blew that. Oh God.
Ugh.
What the hell?
So when we look at when I'm looking at Marvel and DC, I think you guys are so stupid.
When Mickey Mouse. When
Okay, shut up.
When Minnie touches.
Chill.
Okay, stop.
So when looking at Marvel and DC, I honestly think that Marvel definitely owns the movie side. Overall, looking at past movies now, Marvel. I do think Marvel takes the cake for film. DC has had some really good movies here and there, but they have been they can't seem to
They can't find a tone within their movies.
well, no, they can't seem to keep a continuous pattern of good movies.
It's not just that, their tone's always way off.
Yeah. Well, their movies are either really good or just
They're either really
trash. You know?
and there's either one that's sweet and bittersweet, or
Mhm.
there's one that's dark, Rachel, like that.
Yeah.
No.
Obviously, the Christopher Nolan trilogy is the best thing I think DC's done.
Right, but it's not part of the DCE.
Yeah, it's not part of the DCU. I'm just talking movies in general.
Yeah, I got you.
If we're comparing DCEU and MCU all the way. MCU crushes DCU every
Because they
day.
started.
Oh, yeah, for sure, man.
But
They pound them.
but I do think DCEU.
Clyde, yes.
I do think DCU could bounce back with all these up and coming releases if they do it right. So we'll see what
but
they
how are
have.
you going to do it right?
We'll see. Because they did really good with Shazam. They did good with Joker. They did good with the Wonder Woman movie.
Right.
They've had a good run. Obviously, the most recent one, Birds of Prey, it's not good. Don't watch it if you haven't watched it.
That was the worst movie that ever came out on my birthday ever. But that was also the best birthday ever because we got drunk after that. Man, I really needed that crap. That was horrible.
I definitely wanted to forget that movie after watching it.
True.
And then what happened? We read something about it, how some of the fight scenes were done by the John Wick choreographer.
Yeah. And I could the fight scenes were decent, but
some of them, like the most gory ones, the ones where it looked cool, you can tell.
Yeah, the fight scenes were cool in that movie, but the story was just
dude, was garbage.
Horrible.
Harley Quinn wasn't as sexy as she normally was.
Yeah,
that pissed me off. I think I got more attraction from the MILF they had in there. What's her name, Montoya?
I don't know. But Ewan McGregor, I think Ewan McGregor was the best thing about that movie.
That was interesting.
But anyways,
Obi-Wan Kenobi be a sociopath.
Been on that island for a while.
I think for movies, Marvel has it.
Right.
TV shows for me, I think DC puts out a lot of good shows. I think
that and their video games and their movies.
Well, I'll get to video games.
Their animated movies. Oof.
Oh yeah, animated stuff. I totally forgot about that. So there's 5 categories. But TV shows, I think DC animated shows and live action shows, DC kills it. They got the
Be careful when you say live action shows that they kill. Because
no. I'm saying the shows.
Up Batwoman.
No, I'm not talking about that.
Okay,
that's CW. I'm not talking about CW. I'm talking about actual DC shows.
That
DC
they
makes. Yeah, Doom Patrol. That show is so good. If you have not seen Doom Patrol, you need to watch that show. It's weird as heck.
Well,
every episode is different, and it's just I have no idea where the show is going. It's crazy. It's like Umbrella Academy if you've seen.
So it's basically how messed up the entire DCU is.
Yeah.
Is it like a Black Mirror style weird?
No, it's.
That's a good contrast.
It's not like Black Mirror weird because Black
Zone, but I was like, oh, that's
Black.
Boomer.
No, it's more like it's just weird. Like Legion. Have you guys seen Legion?
Yes.
The Fox X-Men show.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's like that, weird. It just messes with your head. Weird. I don't know how to describe it. It's really good though. You need to watch it.
So it's like a unique style of weird.
It's a unique weird, and the show's constantly making fun of DC, the entire DCEU, how bad it is right now.
They're throwing out little hints and stuff.
Oh, no, they just make fun of how bad.
Just like how Deadpool,
how Deadpool makes fun of Fox.
Yeah,
and Doom Patrol makes fun of
little hints and funny stuff. Yeah,
all right, I'll watch it.
It's a really good show. Season 3 just ended.
Damn.
Or 2.
What was the first season?
Or no, 2. I think it was season 2. Yeah, season 2 just ended. Sorry.
Okay.
Season 2 just ended, and I'm not caught up on season 2, but so far it's better than season 1. In my opinion.
Okay.
But season 1 was really good though. But they did announce a season 3, so I'm excited for that. Animated shows, DC does a really good job. The Harley Quinn show.
Oh, dude, that was hilarious.
Fantastic.
That was the first 3 episodes. Dude, backhands all day. Slap. That show slaps.
That show
slaps.
Really good.
That show is really good. And I think they're coming out with a season 2.
He's like, I've never seen it.
You have never seen the show?
No, I have seen it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Why are you saying it like that?
No. Well, because you guys were stating your opinions.
Oh, okay. Oh. I thought you were saying it sarcastically,
no,
yeah, for sure. Okay, my bad.
Where the what's the dude's name? Because she goes to jail, and
Poison Ivy or Harley Quinn?
No, not Poison Ivy. It's like the bald dude who
Clayface.
Clayface is not.
I mean, he's bald.
Technically speaking,
because I thought it was Lex at first. It's like a short bald dude.
Oh yeah. He's not short. He's not bald. Sorry, he's not bald.
Because she gets back at
he has hair. He has hair right here.
I just realized we're totally saying everything that happens. Some people have probably haven't seen it. You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah. But he's not bald.
Yeah, he's funny.
He's basically got a head for where your top head should go.
True.
If you're bald.
Wait, so is that Riddler?
No.
No, I forget his name. What was his name?
I don't remember, but he looks.
Honestly,
It might be Hammerhead.
he has like that weird voice.
Yeah. I think his name might be Hammerhead.
Because he was in jail with.
I got you. Just keep on talking.
I don't remember his name, but I know. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty funny show.
Hardly
Yeah, I like that show. You know, Young Justice. Oh my gosh, dude, that show really good. That's another
old Teen Titans show.
Old Teen Titans, the old Justice League show. Like all the old cartoons that DC did were
Teen
phenomenal. Oh my gosh. Okay, actually, the Teen Titans Go movie was actually pretty decent. I was actually shocked at how good it was. Like,
so it was better than the TV show.
Yeah, it was better than the show, and they made fun of like They made fun of the DCEU as well. Like they just like went ham and made fun of it, and the guy who voiced Deathstroke.
True.
Was just really funny.
Oh,
they made Deathstroke a meme, pretty much. Like Deathstroke wasn't a serious character. I was
gonna say you're talking about Slade Wilson, but that's the character's name.
Slade Wilson, yeah. Slade Wilson, Deathstroke, whatever you want to call him. But yeah, like I'm trying to think of other shows. I mean, Swamp Thing, that was a good limited series. I wish it
was okay. It was good. No.
I felt like the thing is like they ended it. Like DC cut the funding for it. I think if they didn't do that, it would have ended differently. It would have been a lot better.
I think the series had potential though,
but
it wasn't good.
I think DC messed up that one big time.
Yeah, it wasn't good, but it had potential.
The new Titans show actually
it's not that bad. I love the part where it was like F Batman.
It has ups and downs. Yeah. I did like it a lot more than I thought I would. I thought I was gonna hate that.
I like the fight scenes in
it. Yeah. The live action Titans show definitely has its moments.
It was better than Batwoman.
Oh, true. Well, if we're talking CW shows, the only good one was Arrow, honestly. And they ended it, thankfully, because there was nowhere else.
Yeah. It was Lost.
Yeah, exactly. And they actually ended it pretty well. I was happy. I was satisfied with how they ended it.
Did they end it with that off-brand BS from Batwoman?
No.
Wait, did they end it just like Lost? He was on the island the whole time?
Yeah. No. They didn't do that. But yeah, Flash started off well, and then it kind of... and then Legends of Tomorrow's decent...
I'm trying to remember what the hell that was. Oh, yeah. I remember that.
Okay. Supergirl and Batwoman.
Wait, did you say DC Legends of Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that show's decent. Like, it has its ups and downs, too. Like the season 3, I think... or 2, I don't remember which one it was. Not the season coming out, but season 3 it was. Yeah, season 3 was really good. But 1 was kind of weird, and 2 was funny, but not good. If that makes sense. Season 2 was funny, but it wasn't good. It wasn't good enough for me to keep watching it.
So it was funny to a certain point where it just kind of started going down.
Well, no, the storyline was just terrible, but it was funny. It was entertaining. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it just started getting boring.
Yeah. But season 3 was good. Legends of Tomorrow, season 3. And then, Batwoman and Supergirl, I won't even talk about this.
Batwoman was incredible. We still have to finish those.
Wait, which one?
Just the Batwoman episode.
No, I'm never watching that show
ever. They're so good.
It's garbage.
No, it's so good. It's
bad.
So bad. Yes, it's so good.
Okay. Yes. For those listening, I'm the type of person who I will sit through literally anything, okay? But when my friend Eddie showed me this TV show called Batwoman, I have literally never felt so my
Do you want to go out? Do you feel motivated to jog now? Huh? No. Okay. Well, I didn't do my job.
Soul was literally being sucked out of my entire body when I was watching this show. I've never saw a show like this, and I will pay you to not watch it. That's how bad this show really is.
Yikes.
Financially speaking, you're not even in a good place. The fact that you wreck yourself even more.
Yeah, I will literally do anything you request to not watch the show. I will do.
Calm down.
Hey man, I've only seen one episode, and I agree with that.
Look, dude, I will keep it. I am hyped up for season 2, dude. Season 2, they got a black chick for that who is bad as hell. But that being said, she looks like ass in the suit, because she's just in the suit that Ruth, whatever her name is, that lesbian slut from John Wick 2, that was silent, thank God, but now speaks English. And so that suit that Ruby Rose is in, there we go. The black chick is now in that suit. Like they didn't change the suit at all to tailor her body. Okay, I'm gonna stop. You guys.
I don't understand why you're excited to watch a bad show. It's not
Because it's bad.
Okay, well, no.
I like to enjoy my life.
I want to enjoy my life with good quality stuff.
Okay. You need to have some TV drama trash in your life here and there. Yeah.
See, that's what someone who watched was it Trailer Park Boys would say.
I haven't watched that movie. I don't even know what that is.
It's a show. Jersey Shore.
Jersey Shore.
Jersey Shore. Yeah. If you watch that, if you spend your whole life watching that, I will defriend you. I'm not kidding. You watched it, didn't you?
No.
Okay, good. You made that face like you did. I was a little scared.
No, I made a face like that's a good point.
Okay, yeah. Did you watch that show?
Dude, I tried to watch it just to see, but my parents.
Did you watch one episode?
No. Unfortunately, no.
Did you watch the trailer?
What trailer?
The previews for when it came out.
Like the commercials for Jersey.
Bruh, if I'm watching the TV show, if I'm watching the freaking TV show and that show happens to be on that freaking channel, I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna see the freaking previews.
I'm talking about on Netflix.
Wait, it's on Netflix?
Is it?
No, I know it's on something.
You already pushing the friend button, right?
Okay. Right, this is like Among Us now, okay?
There's one imposter. Eddie's kind of sus over here.
Eddie, that's when you say why? Why? Because I'm black?
He doesn't know what Among Us is because he's not hip.
I know what it is, and I don't want to play it.
Well, you should because it's actually pretty fun.
I don't care.
It's actually pretty fun.
I don't care. To me, it's like another Flappy Bird.
If you get the PC...
It's another Flappy Birds that will die
Anyone who plays Among Us, I will defriend you.
Okay, I guess I'm being defriended.
And you're out of the podcast, too.
Oh, it's on Hulu. That's where it is. Jersey Shore's on Hulu. I looked it up.
So you have watched it?
No, I looked it up. It says right there, watch on Hulu.
Yeah, so you have watched it?
No.
It says you're subscribed.
I mean,
you subscribe to Hulu, idiot.
You're supposed to be on my side here.
Anyways,
get the hell out of here, man.
But yeah, like Marvel. When it comes to Marvel shows,
an autistic person nuts.
There's literally I can't think of a single Marvel show. Okay, there might have been a few Spider-Man shows that were like worth watching, but like other than that, Eddie, shut up. Other than that, there was like Marvel really hasn't offered anything. Like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. wasn't good in my opinion.
I didn't get a boner watching that show. That was
the MCU shows that are supposedly coming to Disney Plus are taking way too long, and I'm becoming uninterested in them because they're taking 5 years to.
I don't see why anybody would give a damn about them.
I don't.
The Avengers is done. Marvel is done.
Look,
they got nothing.
I'm just saying, like, I don't know what's the point of making these shows, anyways. But yeah, like all the Marvel shows
to keep them relevant, so that way Disney can make more money.
Sure. But all the Marvel shows are like not that great in my opinion. Like I haven't seen the Marvel show worth. Oh wait, the old X-Men show was good. The animated one.
And the animated Iron Man movie.
Yeah, the animated
Nicktoons.
Yeah, the old animated Iron Man show. The old Spider-Man show from like the 90s.
There was a few also.
Well, there's a couple.
Spectacular Spider-Man was
Spectacular Spider-Man. There was Ultimate Spider-Man.
The Amazing Spider-Man?
Yeah, no, Spectacular Spider-Man.
Well, the Amazing Spider-Man was the original one. I think.
Yeah,
that was the '90s one, the '90s animated show.
I thought it was just called Spider-Man.
No, there was the Amazing Spider-Man and Spider-Man,
and it had Venom in it, and he looked purple and red.
Yeah. No, the Amazing Spider-Man, like all the like Spider-Man animated shows, I feel like have been good, but that's all Marvel has is Spider-Man. Everything else is like, hey, who cares? And X-Men.
They had Iron Man.
Well, yeah, but Iron Man's like he wasn't cool until he was cool in the comics, yeah, but like
no, but they had an Iron Man show.
Yeah, but like that was after the movie came out.
Sure, but it was also
the movie made him cool.
Too. That was weird.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
That was an interesting show, though.
I was gonna say they kind of still have Venom with Tom Hardy.
Well, yeah, Tom Hardy's a good Venom, but that's like movies though.
Yeah, they didn't make it.
I thought you were talking everything.
No, well, yeah. I mean, you can bring it up, but yeah, like I was on TV shows. I was just going over my opinions, and then you guys can talk if you want, because I'm just stating like what I like. But like video game wise, DC.
I like it a lot. I like it.
Okay. I'm just gonna pretend I didn't hear that. DC. I think DC makes better video games than Marvel.
No, Watson. They failed with the new Avengers game. That was
trash. The only good Marvel game. The only good Marvel game that I really play is the
X-Men Origins Wolverine,
Spider-Man PS4,
and that true.
Yeah,
and that was an amazing game. I mean,
And Amazing Spider-Man 1, the video
Dude,
game.
props to Sony and Insomniac for.
No, just props to Insomniac.
I'm saying both.
No, screw Sony. They don't do anything, right?
I mean,
Sony owns the rights to Spider-Man.
Sure,
And they
but
helped write the story.
they really didn't
Did
do
they?
anything
Yeah.
really.
did they though?
I mean, yes, they had to. They were part of.
You sure?
It's their product. They had to.
No.
They had to do what?
They had to be a part of it.
But did they really do anything, like any work
Besides
with
give them freaking money?
I mean, they helped with the story. That was it.
I mean,
that's a big part of it.
But when you say help, what do you mean? I mean,
Like they helped write it. They helped write the story, edit the story.
My opinion on that is, I mean, he's right, but my opinion on that is Sony just wanted to put a couple of their bros' name in there, just make it seem like they did something.
No, they actually.
I think
They
it's
actually
Sony.
would heavily help with it.
like when I think help,
Like, they-
there's
Do
two
you mean
different-
Sony's Marvel division?
Yeah, no, like Sony themselves, like Sony Interactive helped make the story.
But see,
Like,
that,
you know the
that's what I'm saying.
Spider-Verse movie?
That's what I'm saying.
The animated one?
When I
They
hear,
helped with that.
Okay.
when I hear
Like-
help, there's two different versions. There's help like literally
Writing
Sony,
your name on
yeah.
there?
But then there's help and like Marvel comes over, hands it to Sony, and Sony's like, nope, do it again. That kind of help.
No, like Sony actually hired people to help write the story.
Tony didn't do anything.
So, but it was Sony. Like it was Sony people.
No, man.
That's what I'm saying. No, they work for Sony, so therefore Sony was helping them. Does that make sense?
You said Sony hired people.
Yes, Sony hired people to help. Like obviously, Sony,
Okay,
the
so
CEO of Sony is not going to do it.
so financially, Sony is helping them
No, obviously financially they helped produce it,
because they're
But they-
hiring people.
but they
other
also
people that help.
but they hired like people within their division, within Sony Interactive, to
Okay.
help write the story. Does that make sense?
what
So
you're saying
Sony
is
Interactive,
Sony's own people from their own company
yeah,
are helping.
yeah.
Okay.
They helped make the story with Insomniac.
Alongside Marvel.
No,
Or
Insomniac.
alongside,
Well, Marvel did help too, yeah. But
I would
Marvel,
imagine Marvel would be more helpful than freaking Sony.
no, Sony Interactive was a part of it because they have to be because it's their
They
product.
They don't have to.
No,
So-
it's their product. They have to be there.
They don't have to be.
No,
it's their product. They don't have
It's
to.
a legal it's a legal thing.
Okay,
Like you
but-
have to be there. Like
Well, they can be there.
if someone from
Chill.
Sony isn't if someone from Sony isn't there,
I love how we're just harping on this.
I mean, I'm just saying.
No. That was all my fault. Okay.
Last thing, either way, it still beats 2-1 because Marvel and Insomniac
Mm.
is 2-1 over Sony.
I mean, Sony still helped with it.
Yeah, but
But how much did they help?
There's two
They helped write the story.
There's two
By how
developing
much?
companies
A lot.
over one. So either way,
No, Marvel
Sony still technically doesn't count.
I mean, they do. I mean, without
No.
without
Bailey's
Sony,
right.
without
Bailey's
Sony, we
right.
wouldn't.
I see what he's saying, but I'm just saying.
Without
I mean,
Sony,
you
we wouldn't have Tom Holland Spider-Man either. Think about that.
is that-
Yeah, and I could do without him.
yeah.
I'm just saying.
I don't want that
Like,
little
we wouldn't-
ballerina to be another freaking
We
Spider.
wouldn't have the new Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, and I didn't like him any of them.
I love them.
They were all gay. Every single one.
I mean, I
of them.
like Mysterio.
I'd rather
Mysterio was
I'd
okay.
rather him go back to being Bane.
Mysterio's
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait,
Like,
who?
like make another Bane movie.
What are you talking about?
Wait.
Tom Hardy.
We're not talking about Tom
Tom
Hardy.
You said Tom Hardy is
No, Tom Holland.
Oh,
And
I thought you said
Spider-Man.
Hardy.
Man, are you a Thomas? Are you
Oh
a
my
namist or
gosh.
something? You think all Tommies sound
I heard
alike?
him say Venom.
You think all Tommies are alike?
Anyways,
Namist.
Well, he sounds American.
but yeah, video game wise, DC owns video games like the Batman Arkham games are so good. Arkham Origins. I know a lot of people don't like that game.
Oh, dude,
but I love that
The
game.
atmosphere in that game was great. The story, I think, was probably better than Arkham Asylum. Better than Arkham.
I still
City.
think Arkham Asylum's the best one.
Sure, but in terms of story, I think
I didn't play
Arkham.
any of them, so.
I think Arkham
Did
Origins.
you hear this
kills-
guy?
So
He
you gonna
didn't
sit
play
on him
any
for
of
that, and he gets to enjoy it when he's older now.
Yeah, if the world's gonna
Do you
be
really
around
think that
still.
you're gonna understand how good a game is when you're a freaking 9-year-old?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Why do you think I love X-Men Origins so much?
Wait, dude, he's older than us. He would have played it. He would have been a lot older when Batman Arkham Asylum came out.
I know, but I was making the point to you.
I wasn't 9 though when it came out.
Okay, whatever.
It's like 14.
I think he was just saying 9 as an example, not like specifically.
I'm just saying, like a freaking kid. He's not really gonna appreciate.
I mean, 14. At 14, I was just like,
Learning your body.
yeah.
I mean, what gives me?
No, but honestly, when I played Arkham Asylum for the first time, that was like, wow. That I don't know, it redefined like superhero gaming for me.
For me, when I first played that game, I was in Philadelphia. I was living in Philadelphia at the time, and there is this.
Born and raised.
No, hell no.
Wait, West Philadelphia?
No, motherfucker. Stop it.
How's that feel?
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna shove this
So
mic
much
down your throat.
editing in this.
I'm gonna shove this mic down your throat.
Anyways.
But yeah, that demo that they had for that game. I don't know if you ever played
Which
that
demo?
The demo for Arkham Asylum.
Oh, I didn't. I faintly remember that.
I remember that game very, very, very explicitly because that was the first video game I ever played.
True. I mean, you are the youngest, so.
Damn the oldest.
This is the most fertile, Michael. So calm down and see you looking at me like that.
But yeah, that's my phone, buddy. Long story short, yeah, I do think DC has the better angle when it comes to video games. Oh,
I think it's just a fact.
even the what is it? Injustice games, the fighting games.
Dude, they were great.
So good.
They were great.
And yeah, I mean, like, I'm not really excited about the new ones coming out, like the Gotham Knights and like Suicide Squad. Suicide Squad.
They got that Marvel Avengers. They got that Avengers.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about those.
I will say those look smoother.
Yeah, Gotham Knights look smoother
than Marvel's Avengers,
but I'm a little disappointed in like the fact that Batman.
They chose the RPG.
As of right now, Batman's not even in it. So like, what? Like, why do I want to play as these?
What's this thing called? Gotham Knights, or is it just called Batman?
Gotham Knights. No, it's just called Gotham Knights.
Oh, well then that's fine.
I know, but like,
I think I would have preferred personally. I would have preferred a Robin, and I would have preferred the Robin, Batwoman, and Batgirl and Nightwing story, but not in an RPG. Freaking Marvel's Avengers style.
I mean, the fact that they are making Red Hood a playable character in that game.
Oh, true.
That excited me a little bit because I do like Red Hood,
and he was cool in Arkham Knight.
That Red Hood DLC.
Yeah, he was cool in
Arkham Knight.
Yes,
where you can play as him.
Yeah, and you can kill people in that game.
That was fun.
You can kill people in
that
game.
That
was so good.
Fun, dude.
It was really good.
So yeah, I mean, gaming wise, I think DC...
Arkham Knight though had the best DLC out of any of the Arkham games. You got to drive the Batmobile, all kinds. They all had different sounds and stuff. Different how they drove. They drove differently. Like it was.
I thought the Deathstroke boss fight though in Arkham Knight was stupid.
Bruh, that's why I say Arkham Origins. I think it goes Arkham City, Arkham Origins, Arkham Asylum, and then Arkham Knight. Because Arkham Knight was just low key lazy.
I would agree with that, except I switched Arkham City and Arkham Asylum.
Fair enough.
Because Arkham City's story ended too abruptly for me.
Arkham Asylum's story ended for me too abruptly. Like I played that game quick. I think I finished that game in like 4 hours.
Well, no, like
I man.
Like that game,
I never played that game. No, but the Arkham Asylum story, I took my time with it, and then Arkham City, I was just really excited, and I played through it so fast. And then when it ended, I was like, wait, that's it.
Okay. For me, I did not get up when I got Arkham City.
Yeah, same.
Like when I got the game on Christmas, I played for the entire 10 hours of that day, and I finished it, and I thought it was fine.
But I just thought it ended so quickly. I was like, what?
I thought Arkham Asylum ended too quickly, dude.
No, the way that ended though, it felt like an ending. Like it's
fair
over.
Enough, but it was quick. It felt freaking quick.
Yeah,
it felt quick.
Not to me.
Fair enough, but it felt quick.
That's what she said.
I mean,
oh my gosh.
I mean, he's right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really like. I can't think of any other Marvel games that I've played besides the Spider-Man one.
You could
that I liked.
I mean, VR Iron Man's a thing.
I'm not a VR guy, so I would never play it.
Need to throw up on the VR headset.
I think gaming wise. So I think gaming wise, DC.
There's Marvel versus Capcom.
Yeah, not a fan.
That was a trashy fighting game.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to remember anything.
Like Marvel. Even dude, Mortal Kombat versus DC was better.
Oh, dude, hands down, so bad.
There's always the
not even a comparison.
Deadpool game.
Oh, the Deadpool game is actually pretty fun.
It's fun but bad. It's a bad good game.
It's what?
It's a good bad game.
So it's like a 7.
No, it's a freaking 6 out of 10. It's not a 7. A 7 is good. A 6 is like
a 7 is decent.
That's
average.
No. A 6 is average.
Actually, technically, a 5 is average. 5 out of 10.
Okay, we're not talking about inches with dicks here, buddy.
Well, if we were, I'd be 9.
Wait, so if we're talking about 5 out of 10.
6 is average. 7 is above average and decent.
No, 5. So 5 out of 10 actually. So if we're going off of like movies, 5 out of 10 is average. I was thinking of grades in school because you know how like a 7 is average.
We should apply the same.
8 is above
they're
average.
All the same freaking thing.
Yeah.
And then like like a 90 and up is like excellent.
Just do it by grades, like 70%, 80%, 90%.
I would just say 6. We don't need to say percent. Just 7 to 8, 6, 9, whatever. Like, let's just keep it simple.
No, I'm saying as far as grade wise, so you don't have to 7 is fair, 8 is good, or whatever.
I mean, I get what you're saying.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, like, so I feel like for me, DC wins in the TV gaming category, and Marvel wins in the
Movie category.
and the movie comic and the movie and comic category. So it's pretty tied.
Not tied in terms of comics.
No, like comics. No,
and
like,
also
for me,
no,
comics. I prefer.
DC wins with the comics.
I
Actually.
enjoy the Marvel comics more.
That's fair. I can see that.
Oh, so when you say win, you're saying that as far as you enjoying them, not so much as how they made them.
Well, both. Like in my opinion, I'm just saying Marvel makes better comics than DC.
I can see that, but
like
I think
I think the X-Men comics, the Deadpool comics, Spider-Man comics, the Fantastic Four comics, like
that's all you got.
The Avengers comics.
That's literally but that's literally
so
that's exactly.
No, but like
Did just put my arm down.
No, yeah, because you were like putting it over the mic and you hit the mic and it hurt my ear.
I did not hit the mic.
Yes, you did.
Okay, you're right.
I heard it in my ear. Anyways, no, so DC has more comics, yes. They have more characters. But actually not even true. Marvel has a ton of characters, but DC just has more well-known characters, I guess.
It's not just that. They utilize them better, and on top of that, they're expansive as hell.
Here's what I have
I'm about to say Microsoft.
Here's what I have to say about comics, okay? Like the DC comics, they were really good at a time. Like back when they first came out, like from like in the early times, but like more recently, the DC comics have not been that great.
Have you seen Marvel's new SJW superheroes?
I mean,
have you seen those?
Yes.
Now, have you seen DC's? Oh wait, they don't have them.
I mean, they actually do.
They have very little.
They suppress them a lot.
Yeah,
because they're not stupid like Marvel.
No, they're not owned by Disney. That's why.
They're owned by Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers just doesn't really care. They're in the middle, I think, in terms of all that.
I mean, Warner Brothers just doesn't want to take sides because they don't really care.
Well, I think Warner Brothers is more not like a sellout.
They're more like they're just Warner Brothers is more on the we want to please everyone side, and Disney's more on the we want to please a certain audience side. That makes sense.
Well, Disney,
but I think Warner Brothers knows
everyone, but also
no. Disney wants to please a certain audience. Like there's a certain audience they're trying to reach.
No, they want to like appease. They want to appease the majority while at the same time trying to appeal to the minority.
They say that though, but like you see it in like their in their advertisements, they might be like, "Yo, we want to please everyone."
And then they're like,
when you actually
men are trash.
Yeah, when you actually like read their content, watch their movies, it's like they're after one audience, like one like major audience, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Warner Brothers or DC, I should say, is trying to appeal to everybody, which is why Wonder Woman was a better representation of like what feminism is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which basically, look, I'm a woman, and that's it. And you can be a man and support it.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's literally all it was. And
that's just all you have to say.
And then you had Captain Marvel, where it's like all men suck.
Oh, hey, baby, you're not supposed to be driving that. That's for boys.
Why can't my brothers drive? I want to be able to drive.
You have a vagina between your legs. No, daughter. Yeah, that's all I saw.
But I will say, like, oh man, actually, I take it back.
Yeah, DC wins.
Yeah, DC Comics.
Yeah, no, duh. Wimp sit.
Man, we shouldn't have changed it. We shouldn't have influenced them because we probably would have got dislikes.
It's not even. Who cares?
No.
It's not even just that. Like
you said earlier, you care about the dislikes.
No, I'm letting you know about it. I don't care.
No, I'm
letting you know about it because I know you don't like hate comments.
No, the reason.
I don't hate hate comments. I just
you're scared of them.
No, I'm not scared
of
them. I also want like comments.
Do I have to go back to your intro video, mother trucker?
The main reason I changed my mind is mostly because I thought about it.
DC comics are better than Marvel. Change my mind.
No, I changed my mind because I thought about it more and I realized that like
Marvel ain't got.
No, like I realized that a lot of comics that I read from Marvel were because of the MCU. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So
like I didn't read a lot from Marvel until MCU was the thing. DC, I was reading stuff before they even had, like, before I even watched DC movies. You know what I'm saying? I was hooked on Superman and Batman, Justice League.
So you were kind of on
Watchmen.
DC side until Marvel started coming out more.
Well, no, like I just loved the DC comics. Like I liked Marvel. I liked Spider-Man, and I liked Captain America, and I also liked the Iron Man comics were okay. But like I was more of a DC guy. Like I liked Batman and I liked Superman.
You were more on the DC side.
Oh yeah.
And then Marvel movies started coming out.
Yeah.
Time, and then
I liked the Marvel movies, and I was like, I'm curious. I want to see more Marvel stuff.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, that's why I said DC, because like DC caught my attention first.
Yeah.
And like while the DC comics aren't as good as they used to be, there's still a lot more. I think
it's like a lot more
in variety.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like even the Green Lantern comics, dude, were really good.
Exactly. Martian Manhunter,
Green Lantern,
the Joker, Watchmen.
Oh, dude, Joker. Watchmen was a good comic. That was a good read.
I haven't seen Watchmen in a long time.
You should watch it.
I think my favorite.
It's on Netflix, but it's not the full one.
I think my favorite Marvel storyline to read was Secret Wars.
Secret Wars, yeah, that's true. That was cool.
And then, also Old Man Logan. Old Man Logan was cool.
Sure.
That was pretty graphic.
But again, we already have Old Man Batman, which was The Dark Knight Returns.
Dark Knight Returns was
and
good.
that was badass. And then the freaking cartoon movie.
Oh, cartoon movies were so good.
It was so good. It was so good. Major nuts.
Ooh.
That was a really good. That was a really good movie. The Joker. That was a really interesting voice for the Joker.
Yeah.
But I think I grew out of it. Like I think I heard more of a. That gay dude. That gay dude. That gay Asian dude that manages Mulan.
yeah.
That's where I got that voice. I wasn't here for you then.
That's here for you now.
But that's what the Joker reminded me of. For some reason, I don't know why.
But yeah. So yeah, for me, I think it's DC 3, Marvel 1.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So obviously for me, DC wins. What about you guys?
We had to wake you up. But yeah, you already know my position on that. Like DC, they had better media. Like Marvel, like Stan Lee was cool. Yeah, Stan Lee died and everything. But like, okay, that's disrespectful. But Stan Lee ain't got crap on Bob Kane and all the other creators of all those other DC characters.
True.
And it was just more versatile. It was gritty. You had all kinds. You had all kinds of tones within the DC comics.
Mm-hmm.
And Marvel was. They had a few different tones in there, but it was just like, for the most part, almost the same tone as the movies as well.
Yeah.
Like, almost a little bit happy go getter. Like I got this, and Captain America was a freaking bubblegum. Like he wasn't tough like he is in the movies.
True. So for like the categories that I gave out. Mm-hmm. Oh, and for animation too, I guess DC won. So 4-1. Yeah. 4-1
games.
DC. So for comics, you say DC.
Yeah, DC for that, and then games DC.
Okay.
TV shows DC for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
What else do we got?
TV. Wait.
We already said TV shows.
Games, animation.
Well, that counts as.
Well, no, animation. So like movies.
Oh, true. That is separate. Yeah.
Movies and stuff like that.
Hands out of 10.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Hands out of 10, guys. Okay, and then for so animation DC and then movies.
Marvel.
Marvel
for the most part. Marvel. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So 4 out of 1 for you as well.
Yeah.
Interesting. It's almost as if we're the same.
One person's still white, the other one's not white. So what's up with that?
I'm black on the inside.
I'm just charcoal at that point.
Michael's face. Hey, you're the one that said it yesterday, not me.
Okay.
I just murmur it. I eat the chicken. How was that?
I said okay.
Here's that meme. Here's the meme. The black. Oh, what was that football player? The African American.
There's so many.
Wait,
of them.
was it a football or basketball player?
There's so many of them.
No, it was the guy that went, okay, that one.
Steve Nash.
I don't know who that man is.
Like, okay, that meme. Oh my gosh, hold on, I gotta look it up now.
Tony Romo.
He's white.
Oh, I think he's African American.
Yeah.
He's from Africa.
Oh, my bad. I didn't know.
South Africa?
No, North.
Yeah. Just like in North Korea, I see. That's actually really funny how the polar opposites saying.
Okay. No, not that one. Wait, this one. Oh, it's Tyler the Creator. My bad.
Okay.
He ain't no basketball player.
No, I thought it was. I thought it was a basketball player instead. My bad.
Oh my god.
Dude, what's that football player or basketball player?
My bad. It was Tyler the Creator.
My bad. It was
Okay.
What's that football basketball player? Oh, my bad. It's Tyler the Creator.
Okay.
Okay, but which one do you think's better, that one or this one?
Okay.
Okay.
Definitely that one.
Okay.
You know, I heard some interesting stuff in that audio. I was like, okay. I heard a lot of ruffling in there. So,
I was kind of hesitant to where that was going.
yeah.
You know what my favorite meme is though?
What?
Where's my bike?
Burn in hell. And I don't mean that ironically.
True. So, Michael, what would you?
Also, screw Black Panther. That was a horrible movie.
Interesting.
I had to add that in there. I forgot to.
He's like, I forgot to add it. So, Michael, what would you vote?
So I'd vote for Deadpool.
I was gonna say
2020?
vote for Trump.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so like movies. Who's DC or Marvel?
Deadpool.
Deadpool. Okay. TV shows.
Deadpool.
Deadpool, the Living End Story.
He
What?
has a. Okay, look. This man will suck. Deadpool's
Games.
brown cup.
Not Deadpool's, Ryan Reynolds.
Okay.
Okay, TMI.
Wait, actually edit that part out.
I
because I
am,
forgot
I am.
my mom listens to this.
Anyways, so for movies,
Damn, she's so.
Marvel or DC?
Deadpool.
Oh my gosh, dude, we're not gonna get anywhere with this guy.
Okay,
guess
what were
that's
the
the
other
point.
categories?
So movies, TV shows, video games, animation, and then comics.
Okay, comics, Deadpool.
Okay.
Jesus Christ! Just say Marvel had cheeks.
Video games. Wait. So, in all seriousness, video games. Do I have to choose a Marvel or DC side?
I mean, you don't have to if
You
you're
could be gender
split.
binary if you want.
I'll skip that part. Because, well, I guess it's not so much a favorite video game. Yeah, I would go with.
2 hours later. 4 hours later.
6 hours later.
Just-
that voice changed.
It kind of changed. What happened there? Interesting.
So I'd actually go with probably DC.
Free games.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they're not my favorite.
I mean, what game of Marvel have you played besides Spider-Man?
Deadpool.
Deadpool.
I walked into that one.
Okay.
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 So wait for
No, animated TV.
for animations. So like movies, like animated movies and stuff like that.
I thought they said animated TV.
Well, no, there's TV shows.
Yeah, TV show.
That's just live action and animated shows altogether. Yeah.
So animated movies. Wait, does Deadpool?
Oh my gosh. Just say
Okay.
okay, Marvel. We're just gonna say Marvel for all 5,
No, no.
except games.
Michael.
Okay, I'll choose. I'll choose.
Michael,
I know what I'm going to choose.
I'm gonna scoot this thing more close to this freaking window, and then you're gonna sit under the chandelier. I'm gonna cut the chandelier, and that way your head explodes.
That's impossible.
Stop saying.
But it wouldn't matter though, because even if my
It
head
wouldn't matter.
explodes-
You're freaking dead. You can't say Marvel anymore.
But I'm just like Deadpool.
You can't say Deadpool.
I'll grow a new head.
Oh my no.
You're not that dude from Men in Black. You're not
I
Sid,
know.
whatever
I'm
hell.
Wade Wilson.
Oh my gosh.
You know what? You're the fat Thor of Wade Wilson.
I am not sure what you said. I'm assuming it's an insult.
Take it as such.
Okay.
Bro Thor.
Bro Thor.
So I'm like second string Thor.
You said that sounds like a shriveled penis.
Wait,
You're,
wait, what?
you said
I said second string.
It's the
sword.
same. It's the same string.
What?
I don't know. Okay, so for video games, you say DC.
Yes,
Comics, you say DC.
DC.
What about was it animation? TV movies. Animation movies. Animated movies. That
I'd say DC.
DC.
Yeah.
TV shows.
I say Marvel.
Marvel TV shows.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm curious why.
One of my favorite.
Because
Marvel
Deadpool
shows
had
are-
it. Yeah.
No, I'd say because the Flash.
That's DC.
Flash is
Don't make me smack you.
Oh.
Bro! Man, all you see is red and you think of Deadpool. God. Okay, bring all the dislikes to this podcast right now.
Deadpool shit again. Oh man.
Anyways,
Okay, so yeah, video games or no? You. What was that? All right.
Damn, that smells good. Jeez.
Oh my god.
okay. Well, what's your favorite? What's your favorite? I'm clogging my nose right now, so I sound like this. So really bad.
My back hurts.
Oh my god.
He said what?
Alright guys, calm down. Oh my gosh.
Oh, Dad. Oh, I'm crying.
So for those wondering what's happened,
Oh,
the Joker just came in and dropped some laughing gas
oh
in
my
here.
God, my mascara. Oh.
We all kind of just we all felt the pain of it.
Oh.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
You call me the Joker? That's a compliment.
your
Yeah.
fart was the Joker's gas.
Yeah, I had some laughing gas in my ass. Nani.
Whew, okay. So now that that's over,
Oh.
I think Joker won in round 2.
Okay, well, basically DC.
so to me, it sounds like all of us are more DC than Marvel.
That sounds like to me, I'm hungry.
The question is, are you guys hungry?
What the hell? I didn't even say that part yet.
But yeah, if you guys want to, like, if you guys agree with us or disagree with us, stop it. If you guys agree with us or disagree with us, you can always put in the comments section. If we want to know what you guys like more, Marvel or DC. If you're if you're like a bandwagoner or whatever, we don't want to hear
A
from you.
bandwagon.
A bandwagoner, bandwagon fan, whatever they're called.
A bandwagon.
I think
Yeah, I'm part of the Chinese club. I like to ban things.
yeah, and like another reason, I'm just gonna say this as well, but like another reason I'm not a huge fan of Marvel is because of like what we were saying earlier, is how political they've gotten. They've put in so much political stuff.
And they're just so weak.
Yeah, but they just put so much political stuff in their movies and their shows.
If Jon
And their
Favreau was
comics and
producing
their
all their
games.
if
It's
Jon
like-
Favreau was producing all of their movies, I think they probably wouldn't give 2 Fs. But
Probably. But like
ugh.
I know DC, obviously does it too, but like they're not as mainstream. Or they don't like shove it in your face per se. It's there, but it's not
there,
like
yeah.
it's not like, oh my gosh, we're gonna put it in your face every 5 seconds,
Just like the intro of Justice
Like,
League. Everybody knows.
Yeah, it's just
there.
like, it's just like it's here, but we're not like we're showing that we're support they're basically like we're supportive of it, but we're not gonna shove it in your face and make you
Swallow it.
Yeah,
And choke on it.
like that's literally what Marvel does. Like,
they're basically the BDSM of cinema.
And, I mean, Marvel didn't,
except for the porn industry.
We all know Marvel. We all know Marvel didn't used to be like that. It wasn't until Disney bought them out. And now that's how they are with everything, unfortunately. But
they're basically cows being milked.
Yeah, exactly. Disney's literally milking the MCU cow at this point.
Quite literally. I think so far they've gotten all the way up to V. They just need the EL, and then I think the entire Marvel as we know will be dead.
Yeah.
Cinematically,
obviously,
and probably comic book wise.
Obviously, there's a few more things in Marvel I'm looking forward to, like the new Blade movie, because the actor.
I don't care if I haven't seen anything.
The new actor is phenomenal. Like the actor they got to play Blade. Mahershala Ali or whatever, however you say his name.
My God, that was hella Arabic.
I don't know how to say it. Like, he's Muslim, so. But like he's an amazing actor. Like, he was in Green Book. He won Best Supporting Actor for that role for good reason.
Do you think it really matters what the Oscars think?
No, there's a reason he won it, and I totally agree with it because he was an amazing.
You sure it wasn't just because he's black?
No, it's because he actually was an amazing actor in that movie. Like, he was actually really good. No, he was really good. He was way better compared to the other people.
Because he was black.
No, because he was actually a good actor.
That was black.
No, because he was actually a good actor, dude.
Because he was black.
No, because he was actually a good actor. Because he was actually good at acting, unlike all the other people he was up against who sucked.
You're saying that because he's black?
No, I'm saying that because the other people in their roles were bad, and he was the only good choice.
You're such a racist.
Okay, dude. Viggo Mortensen should have won Best Actor, but they gave it to Rami Malek for Freddie Mercury that year, which, I was fine with because, Rami Malek is a really good... Rami Malek was a really good actor, and he deserved it, but I was hoping Viggo Mortensen would get it because he deserved it a long time ago as his role, in his role for Aragorn in Lord of the Rings, but he never got it, so heck the Oscars. But yeah, so like obviously like that's another reason I'm not a fan of Marvel is because of the whole political stuff that they just like shoved in everything and every corner, every possible way they can in every corner of the movie or TV show or whatever. There just has to be something there that is political. And it's like, why? We don't need that. We're not here. We're here. We're watching this stuff, reading this stuff, playing this stuff because we want to get away from the real world. We don't want to see more of it in our fictional worlds as well. So I don't understand why Disney thinks like they have to shove that in everything. Like, Disney, if you want to do that, go ahead and do that in your Disney movies. We don't want to see that in the Marvel movies. Okay, please stop. But I don't know if you guys want to add anything to that, like you can. But honestly, I think there's nothing really else to add to that because like DC again doesn't really shove it in your face. They're pretty monotone as of right now. Things could change, obviously, in the future. But as of right now, they don't.
I will say, though, they could have done it earlier, right?
They could have, but, like, I
think the only movie they did it in was Harley Quinn.
Yeah, the Birds of Prey movie, yeah, maybe. That one was heavily... There was a lot of stuff in that, but...
It wasn't a lot, but it was more in your face.
Yeah. Like, it wasn't, like, a lot, like MCU a lot, but it was a lot, More than we're used to in a DC movie. Yeah, but yeah...
If you pay attention to that.
Yeah. Other than that, I think DC's fine. Like... I don't mind if there's political stuff in the movies. I'm not trying to say like, oh, it's bad to voice your own opinion or whatever in the movies.
You can have that. All that.
Just don't
shove it in people's faces.
Don't shove it in my face, dude. Like
I don't want to have to hear about how bad my gender is.
Like I'm not here to watch your movie.
I don't want this to be
your political views. I'm here to watch it because I want to see my favorite characters fight my favorite villains.
Or just fight random people.
Or just fight random people. That's what superheroes are about. They're not real. They're fictional. So stop trying to make them real. You know what I'm saying?
Stop trying to add things you don't need to add. Stop trying to change the gender of the male character. Or whatever.
Yeah, like Captain Marvel. Wait.
And also, Captain Marvel itself was a bad comic to begin with.
Honestly,
Nobody cares. Nobody cared.
It really was a terrible. It was a terrible movie too. It was terrible everything. I swear, if they make a video game of her,
bruh, watch them add her in the Avengers.
they probably already
They
did.
will.
They will.
They
They
will.
probably already did. Let's be real. I don't play them.
It could be a DLC or something.
Yeah. I mean, they're adding Spider. Oh, no,
They're adding Spider-
Spider-Man is being added to it.
Yeah, but it's just PSN exclusive.
Why though? Like, why are they gonna put Spider-Man in that trash?
And also,
keep him out of it.
how are they going to handle that as well?
I don't know, dude.
Like, that's going to be a little bit weird. Especially how the combat probably be fine, but just him swinging webs. Is he gonna go back to like swinging on the sky like he used to?
I don't know, dude.
I could see the DLC being like the Civil War, and the scene. This is the scene being what's the name? Iron Man under Rouge. You see Spider-Man come in.
And he falls flat on his face when he jumps. Just like,
but yeah, like that's
lands on the police car. Okay.
okay. That's pretty much it for today. If you guys, want to add anything to the comments, you can. Let us know what you guys think. If you guys, like I said earlier, if you guys prefer Marvel over DC, how you guys feel about politics being in superhero stuff, games, movies, TV shows, anything, whatever. And then how you guys feel about the X-Men coming to the MCU. Just keep the conversation going. If you think we missed something, or if there's something you think we should have talked about, add in the comments. We're not here to run the comment section. The comment section's open to anyone who wants to talk.
well, no, duh.
So,
Jesus Christ.
like some people delete comments because I don't agree with that. I'm deleting it. I'm like, no, that's stupid. Like, let everyone voice their opinion. Sony, I'm talking to you. The Last of Us Part 2, that whole fiasco.
Let's not mention it ever again.
But yeah, just keep the conversation going. Next week, we're going to be talking about, once I find it, here we go. Next week, we're going to be talking about gaming companies and which, who's good and who's bad. So EA, we all know where EA stands on that.
We have some dirt to talk about.
Ubisoft. Ubisoft.
You mean Ubisoft, my friend.
Ubisoft. However you say, I don't care, dude.
No, I just want to say Ubisoft.
Okay, fine. And just big game companies like that. We might also throw in some minor ones, or ones that are
throw in some minors.
No, some minor game companies. But yeah, we'll throw in some minor companies like Naughty Dog, because they're not as big as EA, but they're definitely they did some stuff that needs to be talked about.
They're big enough. Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're naughty though.
Yeah.
They're very naughty.
Well, when I say not as big as EA, EA has tons of people working for them. Naughty Dog has 10 now?
Yeah,
they all quit.
But they're
They have Neil Druckmann, the CEO, and then 9 people who suck Neil Druckmann's dick. That's about it. Anyways, Neil Druckmann's probably listening to this heck you, bruh. Yeah, join us next week. We'll be talking about EA, Ubisoft, I guess is how you say it, and Naughty Dog and companies like that. So stay tuned for that, and we'll hope to see you guys then. Take care, take it easy, sleep well.
Bye.
What?
Said later.
What?
Okay, I'm not going to press a single button.
Bye.
I'll get it.